Hey, 3-in-1. Said, welcome back to Midweek, our worship here. I'm Pastor Rick. If you've been with us, you've been following along on different ways to approach prayer. In fact, I'm wondering how you're doing with your circle prayer. I found circle prayer really, I guess lack of a better word, indicting. Because when you draw the circle and ask Christ to begin changing the world inside the circle first, then it begins with each and every one of you. Well, tonight I'm going to add another prayer form to your little repertoire. This is called a prayer of relinquishment. In other words, basically letting go. And this is a prayer that often occurs, and it's one that I'm going to reference from the Gospel of Luke in the first chapter, verse 38. And then Mary said, "Here I am, the servant of the Lord. Let it be with me according to your word." You see, Mary relinquished. Mary let go. This prayer of relinquish is sometimes called a prayer of holy indifference. And you go, well, how can I pray with indifference? It means that you are giving over control to God, which is where it's supposed to be. In fact, there are those who say that every day of our life we should open our day with a prayer of relinquishment. You know, it's a grace-inspired place, one that we can't get there all by ourselves. In saying yes to Jesus, he graces us with the strength to choose to die to our desires and to our own attachments. That we actually give in, relinquish to Christ what is his. You know, we were created for one purpose, to worship and glorify God. See, God doesn't need us. We need to let go and trust that. Ruth Haley Barton wrote that a profound readiness to set aside her own personal concerns in order to participate in the will of God as it unfolded in the history. See, we make no mistake, this is not a quiet, candlelit, solemn prayer. This is that prayer that Jesus made in the garden. This is that prayer when you reach the point in life that you've been trying to do it on your own. You've been trying to fix it. You've been trying to twist it, trying to make it the way you wanted it, like Jesus was in the garden. Let this cup pass, but thy will be done, not mine. That is a prayer of relinquishment. You know, it resolves our hearts. Romans 6:11 says, "Reckon ourselves dead to sin and alive to God in the inevitable trials and temptations of the day." For those of you who are recovering or need to recover and you're looking for 12-step, one of those points is when you acknowledge and relinquish that you are no longer in control. That is where healing begins. That's where it is. This whole idea, as we get up from our knees or whatever prayer position we have, and we set our face like a flint, like I'm going to go do this, then we're going to step back and we're going to go, not my will, but thy will. That's a prayer of relinquishment. And again, I agree with the author, is that a prayer of relinquishment should probably begin every day of our lives. And we should remind ourselves throughout the day that we want God's will done, not ours. And that's what we should be seeking. Hope to see you back again on Sunday. If not, I'll see you by next week on Wednesday. Remember, you can reach out, support our ministry through our webpage, our www.3in1fellowship.org. Click on one of the churches and you can support our ministry there. Or you can follow us on Facebook and check us out on YouTube.